we get started, just a quick reminder to make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the like button to notify YouTube that you enjoy these videos. Take care. It's important to be aware of the reward detector. So the brain is a reward detector. Feelings of pleasure and disappointment are part of the feedback mechanism that helps our brain distinguish useful actions from unuseful ones. So if you had a craving, a cue and a craving, and you did something and it didn't work out and you didn't get the reward, the brain then says, this is not helpful. Don't do that. Don't go back to that. Because rewards are what close the feedback loop and complete the habit cycle. And this is why sometimes we'll do something or try something, try a new food, we eat it, it tastes terrible, i.e. tuna for me, and we go, no, not doing that again. Don't even get the cravings. There's no cue for it. And so it's important to understand this is how the habit cycle is developed. So 2 phases of the loop. First one is the phase problem. Okay, so the problem phase includes the cue and the craving, and it is where you realize something needs to change. Okay, there's an internal state that needs to change. You have the cue, right? i.e. my stomach is rumbling. And then you have the craving, oh, I need food. That's the problem phase. Then we have the solution phase, which includes the response and the reward. And it is when you take action and achieve the change you desire. So stomach is rumbling, I feel hungry, I put on some food, I eat it, I get the reward, solution phase. That is reinforced and programmed into the mind. And so all behavior is driven by a desire to solve a problem, whether it's answering the phone to stop it ringing, whether it's turning on the light because I can't see in the dark, whether it's cooking a meal to make me feel better, whether it's designing a strategy for my business so that I can be more productive, whether it's learning how to public speak so that when I'm doing pitches and stuff, I can perform it better. Whatever it may be, we have to understand that these 2 phases is how it's working. And so after decades of mental programming, we automatically slip into patterns of thinking and acting. How you are today and how I am today is the decades of mental programming. And we now automatically slip into patterns of thinking, unconsciously. 2 people can hear the same information. One person can say, yeah, let's go and do this. The other person can say, oh my God, there's no way I could do that. How have you been programmed? So just minding, we've just gone over, I've got a couple slides I'm going to quickly go through. So habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. Whatever you practice, you become good at. Bruce Lee put it excellently when he said, I fear a man, I would not fear a man who's practiced 1,000 kicks once, or 1,000 different kicks once. I would fear the man who's practiced 1 kick 1,000 times. Meaning what you practice and continuously do, you become good at. And so for you, practice the thing that is going to help you to become the best version of yourself. And recognize that negative thought compounds, the way you think about yourself, the way you look at yourself. If you say, I can't, I'm worthless, I'm not good, I have a bad memory, all of these things that we continuously say, they develop and build over time. And you can become trapped in that very same loop that you've spoken about yourself because your brain is listening to it. So success is the product of daily habits, not a once in a lifetime transformation. We are always transforming. We are always becoming. And so, as I said in the beginning, I've given it the name now. It's known as the law of marginal gains. If you break down every section of a task and then improve by 1%, you will get a significant increase when you put them all back together. And so for you, for your business, for your health and your relationships and your finances, whatever the area is, identify your identity, analyze and develop. Look at what you can break down. What's one small thing that you can do today to change that? Do it, and do that every day. And over a year, as I said earlier, you would increase it by 37 times. So you stand today right here in the middle of that, and you can choose now what you're going to do with your old habits, if you're going to continue them, or if you're going to develop new habits by identifying a new identity, creating new systems, and following new processes. And this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about. So this is now your steps that can help you in changing your life in whatever that topic may be. And what I'm going to do with this particular slide, there's a worksheet that I've got around this, which I'll send out to those once you've completed both of the feedback forms. So step 1 is write down the truth about where you are and what you want to change. Step 2 is then write down what rituals and habits you got that got you those results. Number 3 is using positive statements, write down the vision of where you want to be. And then step 4 is write down the specific rituals or habits needed to get you there.